My stepfather cornered me to threaten me into silence. He didn't know my mother was finally listening from upstairs. I was in the kitchen washing dishes when my stepfather walked in and locked the door behind him. Mom was upstairs taking a nap after working a double shift, or at least that's what he thought. We need to have a conversation about your little therapy sessions, he said, leaning against the counter. I know what you've been telling that doctor, and it needs to stop right now. I kept washing dishes, my hands shaking under the soapy water. He'd always done this, always cornered me when Mom wasn't around to threaten me into silence. Except this time, Mom wasn't actually asleep. She was upstairs on the landing, listening. She'd texted me 30 minutes ago saying she was going to pretend to nap because she suspected something was wrong. I just needed him to finally expose himself for the man he really was, so I played along. What exactly do you think I'm telling my therapist? He stepped closer, his voice dropping to that threatening whisper I knew too well. Don't play stupid with me. All those lies about me being cruel to you, about me making you feel unsafe. That ends today. I kept my voice steady even though my heart was pounding. They're not lies and you know it. He laughed, that cold laugh that used to make me freeze. Lies or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to stop going to therapy and you're going to tell your mother that everything is fine. Because if you don't, there will be consequences. I gripped the edge of the sink. What kind of consequences? He smiled. The kind where I convince your mother that you're an unstable teenager making up stories for attention. The kind where I show her all the evidence I've been collecting about your bad behavior. The kind where you end up in a psychiatric facility instead of therapy. I felt sick, but I had to keep him talking. Mom needed to hear all of it. What evidence? He pulled out his phone and started scrolling. There's the time you broke that lamp and blamed it on an accident. I have texts where you admitted you did it on purpose. There's the time you stole money from your mother's purse. I have video of that. There's the time you got into a fight at school and lied about why. My hands were trembling because I remembered every single one of those incidents. The lamp had been an accident. The money was lunch money Mom told me to take. The fight happened because I was defending a friend, but he'd twisted every single one. You fabricated all of that. He shrugged. Who's your mother going to believe? Her devoted husband who's been supporting this family for 5 years? Or her troubled teenager who clearly has emotional problems? I wasn't done yet. There was more I needed him to say. What about the bruises? His face darkened. What bruises? I've never laid a hand on you. I rolled up my sleeve, showing the marks on my arm. These bruises. From when you grabbed me last week and shoved me against the wall because I didn't take out the trash fast enough. He barely glanced at them. Those could be from anything. Sports, friends, self-inflicted for attention. Teenagers hurt themselves all the time to get sympathy. I felt tears burning my eyes, but I pushed forward. What about the things you say to me? Calling me worthless, telling me I'm a burden, saying Mom would be better off without me? He stepped closer. Discipline, tough love, preparing you for the real world. Your generation is too soft. Someone needs to teach you that life isn't fair. I touched the necklace my real father had given me before he died. The only thing I had left of him. My stepfather noticed and his expression changed to something cruel. You know your precious father wasn't the saint you think he was, right? My blood went cold. Don't talk about my dad. He leaned in close. Your dad was a failure. A weak man who couldn't provide for his family. Do you know why your mother married me so quickly? Because she was desperate. Because your father left you both with nothing. I'm the one who saved this family, and this is how you repay me? By making up stories and trying to destroy what I've built? I could barely speak. You didn't save us. You're destroying us. He slammed his hand on the counter. I'm destroying you? I gave you a home. I put food on the table. I paid for everything. And you repay me by going to therapy and filling that doctor's head with lies? I asked the question I needed Mom to hear the answer to. Why? Why do you treat me this way if you're such a good provider? He got right in my face, his voice venomous. Because you exist. Because every time your mother looks at you, she sees him. Because every dollar spent on you is a dollar wasted. Because you're a constant reminder that I'm her second choice. That she only married me because she needed someone to take care of his mistake. He grabbed my arm, the same spot that was already bruised. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to stop therapy. You're going to tell your mother everything is perfect. And if you don't, I'll make sure everyone knows what an unstable, lying, attention-seeking teenager you really are. I'll have you committed if I have to. And then it'll just be me and your mother. The way it should have been from the start. That's when we heard it. The sound of footsteps on the stairs. My stepfather spun around and my mother stood there, her face pale with shock and tears streaming down her cheeks. In her hand was her phone, screen showing a recording app that had captured everything.